Great to see everybody. Got it. Welcome to our very last Pauhana meeting of the presidents. Can you believe we've been going through this for 17 months and it's coming to an end? Not an end, not an abrupt end, but just the end of one part of the journey as we move on to the next. But it's great to see everybody. Really, tonight is just a night to celebrate.
Your eyes are sore?
And also we've got some
Yeah,
business.
keep your eyes closed then. If you close your
Hi,
eyes,
Christina. Christina, we can hear whatever you're saying to whoever you're saying it to. So
I got her muted. No problem.
thank you.
Yeah.
But I thought this is a night for us to really share our aloha with each other. It's our last full gathering together as the Changemaker presidents, but we do have some business to tend to. And I thought, let's start the evening off. You know, we've had such a great year and we've gotten to know each other and some of our talents. And I thought, what better way to start our last meeting together than we started at the beginning with none other than our very talented president, President Maddie. Hi, Maddie.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I missed you guys. And I hope everyone had a great, fantastic Rotary year. I cannot believe that we are in June. Sorry, I think I got muted here. Am I good?
Sorry.
You guys hear me?
Sorry
Okay.
about that. You're good.
No worries, Benson.
Yeah,
I was told-
you.
Oh, no worries. That's all good. I was told to play something upbeat and exciting because, man, we're ready to start our year as not being president. So I'm super stoked. So I actually made a loop right before I came on. So I thought, man, what would be like let me put like a nice, fun beat on and just think, man, what kind of message could we have or what put out there? And I was thinking, man, we did a crazy, awesome job this year. And if there's any like, I don't know if the president-elects are on here, but if I were to talk to a president-elect, I'd probably say something like this. This is how we do it. 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 It's Monday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach on my body, then I turn it up. Designated drive to the keys to my truck. Hit Rotary clubs cause I'm feeling great. Natty, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime's short and the guys that can hide. All the game bags, forgot about the drive-by. Gotta get your groove on before we get paid. So tip up your cups and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because, sing it with me guys, South Central does it like nobody does. To all my neighbors got much flavor. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. Check it out. Once upon a time in 94, Manny Wong made no money in life, was still slow. And all they said was 5'8", he stood. And people said the music that he made was good. The Liberty DJ and Sandy was her name. They came up with Sandy, this is what he said. You and OG are gonna make some cash. Sell your million records, they were making a dash. Oh, but it does. That's so rude, does it like nobody does. Yeah, we do it. So all my neighbors have got much flavor. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back and cut. So yeah, that's what I would probably say to the president-elects if they were here. But I don't know if they're here. But this is how we did it, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Maddie. That was totally awesome.
Thanks, everybody.
He's so good. You folks know that Maddie was supposed to be our opening act at the district conference, and that darn COVID bit him that morning. Yeah, just like it bit the majority of us in this group here. But so, Maddie, we're so glad to have you here. I am especially glad because you have been such a special part of our journey as Changemaker presidents. Thank you. And that was totally upbeat. And that kind of sets the tone, I hope, for us. We have a task at hand here. So the first thing that we're going to do with this meeting is we need to call for a vote. We're going to open right now as the District 5000 Legislation Committee, which you are now all a part of as presidents. And we're going to be calling for a vote on a proposed resolution that has been made by the Rotary Club for International Peace, which is one of our clubs here in Hawaii. In fact, the home base is on the Big Island, I think on the Hilo side of the Big Island. And they proposed a resolution to support the United Nations Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons that is, and it's been submitted to Rotary International. And it's up to you folks. You're going to be making your first official vote, right? That the outcome of which will be passed on to Rotary International. And we have here past District Governor Wynn Shoneman, who is our District 5000 Council on Resolution Rep. Wynn, do you have anything that you would like to say, share?
No, but thank you for taking on this task. The council will consider all resolutions in October of this year. So, and the due date for this resolution is June 30th.
So what happened?
Thank you.
Thank you, Wynn. So what happens is we're going to call for the vote. I sent you 2 emails, one this morning if you need to check, and one I sent, I think, last week on Wednesday or Thursday. As an attachment, there is a copy of the resolution that was submitted. President Ray, are you here? Ray Matsumiya? President of the Rotary Club was going to try to be here, but you know, he's based out of Boston, right? And so he said he was going to try really hard to stay awake, but I think this is like 2 o'clock his time in the morning. So from the Rotary Club, they are the ones that's actually proposing this. So we'll take that as a motion from the Rotary Club, proposing this resolution to support the treaty. I hope most of you have had a chance to at least review it. We're not here to debate it. We're here to vote on it. If you need more information, there's more information that was available. We even had an informational session that Wynn organized. It was in the beginning of May, right? When May 10th, I think it was.
Yes.
So are there any questions without asking us to describe the whole resolution to you? Are there any questions? Okay, good. So Benson, were you able to make a poll?
Yes, I was.
Awesome. Okay.
Ready to launch it? Okay. So it's basically regarding the motion to approve proposed resolution, in favor, opposed, or abstain. And now you guys can vote on it and we can see it in real time. So go for it.
So everyone, I'm going to ask you to do 2 things. I'm going to ask you to please vote. And then in the chat, can you please indicate your club and your vote?
Sandy, are you able to see the results of the vote?
I'm not.
Okay. Well, I am, and I'll share them with you when we're done.
Okay.
So right now we have 76% of the people have voted, and 92% are, well, I'm not going to say.
Okay. And thank you for also putting your vote in the chat so we have a record of this. How are we doing? Do we need more time?
Yeah, we have 29 of 34 people and that includes probably me, you, and Win, probably aren't gonna vote, but we got everybody, I think.
Well, I will show up as an abstention.
Okay. Yeah, I launched the poll, so I can't really actually vote in it, so. But
We can add your vote in the end.
yeah, okay. Well, I can give you the results right now if you want. Okay, so let me know when you wanna end it, and I can.
Are we good? Does anyone need more time?
Yeah, we have 31 of 34 voted, and that includes me.
Three of you,
Yeah.
Oh,
you and Win and
Yeah,
And-
probably the three of us, but okay, I can give you the results. So we have 28 votes in favor and 4 abstain, no votes opposed. So that's our 34 people. So I guess the resolution's passed.
Our endorsement of this
Oh, the
resolution is
resolution,
passed, right? So by
Right.
June 30th, I, as district
Mhm.
governor, will submit to RI. I will officially endorse this resolution. Okay, any questions? I will tell you, this is not the first time this resolution has come forward. Is that correct? Correct, Win?
That is correct. We've been debating it now, or we've been trying to get this process for months now completed. So thank you, presidents, for your endorsement of the resolution. And we will look forward to debating it again at the council.
So what happens from here is that upon our endorsement, it will go to the Rotary International Council of Resolutions. They will review it. And then from there, a vote will be taken, of which our representative is Win and our alternate is past District Governor Roz Cooper. And so Win will likely take the vote, correct, Win?
Yeah, so one of the things that happens in between was RI will determine if the resolution is acceptable or what they call defective. If it's defined as defective, then it'll be remitted back to us and will not be considered this year. If it's acceptable to them, then it will be considered in October. And yes, I will be part of the group that will discuss and vote on it as well. This is the third time that this resolution has come before the council on resolutions. It has not passed in previous years.
And I know-
pray that it,
I'm sorry.
hope and pray that it does.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right,
Win's-
aloha.
We're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, moving on. I think the next part of the agenda, I'm sorry, Mary Ann, just to be sure, were you able to get what you needed from the chat? Mary Ann?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you. So this next part, it's really about celebrating your success. It's like, this is the time, it's kind of like Maddie was saying, if the president-elects were here, what would you share with them, right? What are some of your reflections of your year as president, whether it's just 1 year as president or whether this is the first of 2 years you're going to be serving? But what are the successes that you were the most proud of? And that's something to just really think about, because this has been a really tough year. It's probably been one of the toughest years for Rotary, but we've had tremendous success. I don't know if you saw the announcement. We have been struggling with membership for years. For the first time in 3 years, we have exceeded 1,500. In the last 3 years, we have not made that number. So during these horrific pandemic times, we've been able to increase our membership. As of the beginning of May, I believe we're at 1505. And I know that we've inducted at least 4 or 5 new members since then. So we're looking good, but we can't get too overconfident yet because we know that on June 30th, July 1st, you folks will be submitting another report to RI of your current membership. We can easily lose grounds again. And so that's why we really need you to work with your members, those that might be kind of borderline, and encourage them to stay on because we are growing, not just here locally, but this is the first time in RI that we're able to say, you know how in all of these speeches, these elevator speeches, we've been saying we're 1.2 million. We can now say we are 1.3 million. And we are going to continue to grow for the first time in a long time. But I thought maybe I would share something with you that we shared at the conference that shows this is something that we can be very proud of.
Teamwork is your key to success. Individually, we are just one drop, but together, we are an ocean of resources. The strength of your team is each individual member, and the strength of each member is your team. A'ohe hananui ke alu ia, which in Hawaiian means no task is too big when done together by all. Together, we have the power to serve with aloha and change lives. As in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., to serve, you only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. In other words, lead and serve with the spirit of aloha in a loving, caring way. This is the time to build teams and trust. This is the time to come together. You have the power to make a difference. This is the time to serve with aloha to change lives.
So I just want to say mahalo to all of you, especially to our fabulous public image team that is led this year by none other than Joshua. Are you here? By Joshua, with Joshua Laguana. Hello, Mr. Joshua. And his partner in crime, our co-chair, is Brian Kawamoto, who I hope you saw yourselves in there. I think he did a terrific job. I think every single club in our district is represented in at least one of the photos. And so that's something that I just wanted to share with you and just to say mahalo, because it's been a tough year, but you folks have accomplished so much. What I wanted to also share with you is that in the same way we put that video together, we have over 2,400 photos from the district conference posted on the website. Have you guys seen them? No?
Yes.
Yes, you have? Awesome if you have. Let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can show you how to get there. Okay, you guys, what are you seeing right now?
Blank screen.
A blank.
There you go. Now you're back.
I'm back. Let me see if, when you go to the D5000 website, let's see, hold on. You'd think that after 17 months, I'd get my technical skills down, right?
Oh,
I'm going to share screen just to show you where you can find these 2,400 videos. I mean, photos. Can you see the D5000 website here?
Yep.
Okay, so when you click on conference and you click on district, DISCON 22, the archive, and you, oops, sorry, and you click on album, there are over 2,400 photos from the conference, capturing every event that was there. And what took us so long to upload these is we had to do it in a way so that you folks could also download these. So if you want to make your own video, you can do that. And you have over 2,400 photos to choose from. It took me 21 hours and 45 minutes to download all of these photos, because those of you who might know David Livingston from the Rotary Club of Waikiki, Patty's Club, he takes these photos that take a lot of memory bits. And so it took a long time to download all of these. But you can see everybody that was at the conference, I think, is featured in at least one, probably many of the photos. So if you missed the conference, you can see it here. If you want to capture photos of your members that were there, you can do it here. If you want to capture the events, you've got 2,400 photos. Okay? I just wanted to
He
share.
actually sent it.
Sir, who was that?
He actually sent it to us.
I'm sorry.
He actually sent
Okay.
it over to us.
Were you able to open it?
Yep.
Good for you. Good for you. Well, now you have multiple places that you can access it. So I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of that. I want to just go back to next November at the Zone Institute, Zone 2627, that will be happening in Salt Lake City. And I know many of you consider going. One of the things we get a chance to do then is to highlight the successes that we've had this year. I would love to use some of the videos that we put together, but one of the things we were asked to consider, your thoughts, your ideas as presidents this year of what you thought your successes were, you know, that dealt with our pillars of strength here in Rotary. Engagement, right? Reach, adaptability, flexibility. So if you were just to kind of brainstorm right now, what kind of thoughts do you have, your reflections? What did you as presidents get out of this last year? There were challenges, but what do you think your successes were? What did you say, Gwen?
Collaboration with other clubs.
Awesome, thank you. Don't you guys feel like you had any successes this year?
You have to call people. You have to say like, okay, Anka, so what do you think? And then
Okay,
Anka's gonna unmute, she's gonna answer like, every one of the people in here has, they're set and ready to answer, but you have to call them. So that's what I figured out in 3 years as trainer, that you have to call people.
Smart man.
I'll call on Scott.
You know, I was just going to say, Gwen actually I told Gwen that answer, so, but that's how she got that one. But not, I actually, just all kidding aside, I was gonna say the same thing, a lot of collaboration. I think there was so much hard work put together, especially for some of the, the healthcare workers project that, the district did. I thought that was just amazing. And it was just awesome to see all the hard work of all the presidents come together with all their clubs, so.
Awesome. Thanks, Scott. What'd you say, Natalie?
I said that hybrid meetings were a challenge because of the audio issues.
Definitely.
So having people virtually, it was hard for them to hear everybody live because we weren't mic'd up. So people would either have to come close to whatever laptop or iPad was streaming. So it made for a little bit of a disjointed feel for the people that were virtual versus live.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So I'm going to make my $1 million, $1 billion coming up with a system that you can just plug in that will work. Yeah. Other thoughts? Don't be shy,
Yeah.
folks. There have been a lot of
Okay.
successes. Hi, Jen.
Yeah, hi. Yes, hybrid was really, really difficult, but we had a lot of pluses with Zoom. I love having my in-person meetings. I loved it. I love whenever I get everybody together, and I'm such a ham. You give me a microphone and I'm going. But we were able to bring in people from all over the world to our Zoom meetings. Like today, just for example, today, we had a club from South Africa call in to give us a wave. And then they ended up staying for our entire meeting. And they were really great. And I'm talking about June 19th and Black Lives Matter. And we have different quotes from that. And then we had one of our Rotarians, Oksana, who is Ukrainian. And she was calling in from the Ukraine on her way to Donbass, telling us what she's doing with the money that we all gathered to give her, and how she had a truckload of food. And they were most excited about cans of beef stew.
I thought you were going to say spam at
They're
first.
like, yay, America, we've got beef stew.
Wow.
But basically what I'm saying is that we had an opportunity to have people into our meetings that we wouldn't have had if we didn't have Zoom.
Great. Thanks for sharing. I agree. And who would have thought you folks would have become experts on Zoom? Right?
I'm not an expert, but we
No,
did.
we're not experts.
From a year ago, considering of comparing you to other people, I think you can at least conduct meetings on Zoom that many others would be totally clueless.
True.
New
True.
skill sets. But thanks for sharing that, Jan. Good. Other successes.
Sandy,
Yes, sir. Hi, Al.
sorry, I'll set you up.
Al, did you want to share?
Sure. Our club was able to start a new Interact club this year. Our previous Interact club went defunct when the school shut down for 2 years and the advisor left, and there was nobody there to pick it up, but we found another school that wanted to start it, and they have run away with it, doing all kinds of projects. And now a number of those people may form the basis for a second Interact club at a new high school that's going to be opening this year.
Awesome. Terrific. May I ask, how many other clubs started a new Interact this year? Joanne? Dick Moscow, are you here? How many did you start?
We just got approval for a fourth one this year at IA High School. We got our advisor. I'm going to be approaching another school, next week, and hopefully that's our fifth one in between Pearl City and IA. But the biggest surprise to me right now is that we started working with some of the Lions clubs. We now have 3 Lions clubs are asking us, they want to join us to work with us in community projects, especially on our Pool Lower Spring project, but they are asking us to participate.
Wow.
3 different Lions clubs.
That's a change of tide, isn't it? That's terrific. So I know we've got what, 5 new Interact, any other new Interact clubs this year? It was a tough year for Interact, but the fact that we have new ones, it's terrific. Any others? By
You
the
have-
way,
You
I'm
have
sorry.
you have 6 new middle school Interact clubs this year.
Who was that?
6 new middle school Interact clubs were
And-
started
Wow.
this year.
Awesome. Yay.
That's good.
Awesome. That's great. And then we started 2 brand new Rotaract clubs this year. Right? So we're on a roll. We're on a roll. Any other successes? Miss Anka, how about you, Miss Anka?
Yes, of course. I think our secret was that we are the home club for the district governor. And so people were excited. They wanted to participate. They wanted to be a really good home club. New members came. And because we are on Zoom, we had families, younger members who could have their kids at home, but they could come to our meetings. We really wanted to be a good club for Sandy, and everybody was on board.
Bless your heart. Thank you, Anka. That's part of it, but it goes to show, I'm not embarrassed to tell you that 3.5 years ago, members of that club, this is before Anka was president, we came to the table to talk about whether it was time for us to fold. That's how rough it was for us. And we were actually looking at folding as a club. But it just goes to show with some new energy, some new blood, some excitement, how great things can happen. And our club grew from what size to what size, Anka?
From 11 or 12 to 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they all told me they're going to continue, and I have actually one person ready to join in the next week. So
Awesome.
another person, yeah.
Now, as many of you know, Anka is a chaplain. So I will tell you, in our club, I am surrounded by many ministers and mental health care workers, which I think is meant to be. Other successes.
Sandy, Beverly.
Beverly.
Yes, I think one of we had a couple of successes, but one of them was finally getting the chance to celebrate our 100-year anniversary. So we had our 100th anniversary gala. That was one. And the other one was that we were able to sit down and get our bylaws updated and also establish policies and procedures so that when the next president come in, we don't have to make it up as we go. So we have all that put in place now to help our club run smoother, because I sometimes think we forget about those items that are very important in helping keep order and keep things running smoothly. So that's one of the things I'm most proud of.
Great job this year, Bev. And congratulations. That 100th year and the centennial celebration was amazing. It was amazing. Anyone else? How about our president of our Rotaract Club, Nicole? Do you have anything you would like to share, Nicole, of a success this year?
Hi.
Hi.
I'd say that it was a success kind of getting Rotaract involved in Rotary. I think there are a lot of ways that we connected with a lot of different groups and more so connected all the Rotaract clubs together. I didn't expect to, I guess, work so closely with all the other Rotaract clubs, but it ended up turning out really well. And I hope we get closer next year too.
Awesome, Nicole, you've done a terrific job this year. For those of you who may not know it, we had our first Young Leaders session at Lani Kohonua right before our district conference started. Nicole and the team of Rotaractors, they put that whole event together and it was amazing. Check out some of those 2,400 photos. You'll see some great of that event too. Thanks, Nicole. You've been a terrific spirit. We look forward to seeing what more Rotaract can do. Because
Yeah,
on
of course.
July 1st,
Mhm.
official Rotarians. Yeah, how
Yes.
exciting is that? Other exciting things for the year. Let's see. I betcha the Rotary Club of Mililani Sunrise must have something to share. Did he fall asleep?
No, I was trying to
No,
unmute. Actually, Little London Sunrise had a fantastic year. I think it started off with this being our 25th anniversary. And we were able to celebrate and dedicate a peace pole to the community of Mililani for the 25 years of service. I learned something this year that I was not in favor of, and that was Zoom. I like in-person meeting, but I strongly believe that Zoom helped our club become a better club. I think our attendance went up 85, 95%. And if you include all the service projects that we did, which is over 29, then you can say we were at 100%, because I believe when you do projects like that, it counts as attendance. So if you put all that together, I think our members did at least 100% in that. And I just want to end by saying the 5 new members that we brought into Rotary made a big, big difference in our club. And if you folks can go out and bring in new members, even if they're the older type members who want to do projects, they just want to volunteer. That's a great start. But thank you for giving us that opportunity, Sandy.
And you too, Paul. Great year. And Paul goes around walking his dog in the neighborhood, recruiting members.
That is true. That is true.
So there are very innovative ways. Jackie Nelson. Hi, Jackie. I can't see you, but it's good to have you here.
Hi. Yeah, I'm driving. That's why.
Wow.
But I have been listening in
Very
while I'm
good.
driving.
Great to have you here.
And you as well. And I'm gonna actually send you a little message in chat, Sandy, because I need something.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Sounds good. Let's see, who else can I pick on? Who wants to be picked on? Who doesn't want to be picked on? And I'll pick on you. Maybe I should let Benson pick on people. Any other good news? Come on. Let's see. Patty, look, Waikiki. You guys have had an awesome year.
Yeah, we have. Thanks, Sandy. I kind of want to echo what I've been hearing, which was the challenge of Zoom and the blessing that came out of it because it made our meetings accessible. We have, as many people know, have an older membership. And so many did not want to go out, of course, even after we started coming together. But even before that, several had elective surgery and things like that where they couldn't leave their homes. And so it really not only gave them an opportunity to attend our meetings, our weekly meetings, but I think it also gave, we would open the Zoom meeting up a half an hour before, and they would all show up because it was a time for what Rotary does, which is fellowship and socialization. So I think that was something that we didn't expect. We didn't know. We learned as we went.
An unexpected positive outcome of Zoom. Awesome. How about you, Tony? It's like, oh my God, she called on me.
She panicked.
Yeah, so this was a challenging year. We didn't get new members, but we retained who we had. I think the biggest thing that I'm proud of is that we I decided to continue providing scholarships to people that to high school seniors, and we raised over $18,000 from local businesses and corporations, and one actual retired Rotary member from another from another universe gave us $10,000, and so we were able to give 4 scholarships away, and we'll continue to do that. And one of our scholarship winners was the statewide winner for Mrs. Sullivan, Mrs. Sullivan's scholarship. So proud of that.
Awesome, great job. And I think because your recipient was featured at the Young Leaders Conference, right? So, good job. I don't know how you raised that much money. You're going to have to tell us your secret. Bill Sanborn.
Wrote a letter. That's all we did was write a letter and tell what it was for.
Wow, amazing. Bill Sanborn, how about you?
Well, Sandy, I just wanted to let you know that your year with us is bookends. I think we met with you right in the beginning, and we kind of let you know that this is my 3rd year, and we were trying to figure out whether we were closing or staying open or whatever. And so I didn't participate a heck of a lot, but we did a lot of behind the scenes. And to me, it's collaboration that we started with the Kona clubs and connecting with each other, and culmination. And the culmination was we found a president-elect that invigorated us, the energy. And so we've been in a training session with him, and he is going to graduate on the 2nd of July. And I wanted to let you know that the culmination that we're going to leave him with is, at this point, 5 new members, because we haven't had any new members for 3 years.
Amazing.
And we have a student exchange that we're going to be doing. So kind of what we kind of did was, if there was anything that we thought we could get involved in, we would put our hand into it. And then when it all of a sudden came together, we went, well, okay, well, I guess we got to find the money for that too. And so on the 2nd, we're going to have a coronation so that Bill can excuse himself after the 4th time of being president. And I get to go back to what I really enjoy, which is community service.
Awesome.
We have a lot of things, and thank you very much for giving us the leash to be able to do the bookends.
Well, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there with us this year and helping to reform this club. I'm so excited.
Yep.
So excited. Thanks, Bill.
It's going to do good next year, but we're celebrating this year right now.
Awesome. Hey, Miss Lonnie, do you want to share your cupcake recipe? Folks have been doing some awesome things there.
Yeah, it's really rewarding to see it grow like that. And I think one of the key things, successful things of that is more and more community involvement. And we've had more community members join us for Adopt a Highway and for our beach cleanups and for our Women in Need efforts, and definitely the Cupcakes for a Cause. We're famous for it now. So that's pretty rewarding.
Yep, yep. Great job with those cupcakes. Awesome job with the club. And Jade, you have taken the Rotary Club of Eva Beach to another level this year. Good job. Anything you want to share?
No, I think it's still a whole lot of learning process, but definitely moving forward with Cindy next year. We definitely will be making a difference in our community, as well as, hopefully we can reach out to more international projects. We are working with Sister Club in Philippines.
Awesome.
And hopefully we can move forward. But yeah, this year was a lot of joint projects with other clubs. So
good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Clubs are growing. Great job. Is there anyone else who would like to share?
Sorry, I wasn't able to share that for you.
Oh my God, that was my that was my spirit talking back at me. But thank you for sharing. And you know what? I hope that you heard and embraced these comments of your successes. Even though for many of you, your term as president is coming to a close very soon, this is not the end for you. This is just the beginning of a new journey for you. And now is the time. I know that you're tired. I know we're going to all need to take a break at the end of the year, but this is not the time to stop, because you know what you have learned, the skills that you have gained, the knowledge that you have now is the knowledge that the clubs and the leaders that are following you need. Now is the time that you add more value to your club and help those who are following in your footsteps. And we want to encourage you. You are such a fascinating team of presidents. This group of presidents will go down in history, I think, in Rotary globally, just because of making it through the challenges. And look at the successful results that we've had as a district. And you make me just feel so proud. And so I want you to consider some things. Benson can tell us more about that, but one of the options for each of you to think about is the District Leadership Academy. That is your next step. It's a wonderful opportunity to take it to the next level, to learn more about Rotary, leadership opportunities, getting more involved at different levels. And it just so happens that the applications are open now, right, Benson? And I think they're open, isn't it until August 2nd? Right? But this takes what you have learned over the last 17 months that we have been together to a whole different level. And every one of you in this group would be a fabulous member of the District Leadership Academy. And I encourage you to attend, become a District Leadership Academy member. If this year isn't right, then within the next year or two, okay? Take your leadership to the next level. Don't forget the Rotary International Convention next year is going to be in Australia. It's going to be in Melbourne. For those of you who would like to go, there's going to be a whole contingent of us going to Australia. So consider going there. That's another fascinating experience.
Already booked.
Already booked? Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Booked.
Yes, ma'am.
How many others have registered? Yep, I think there's quite a few of us that have already registered. Yay, it's going to be good fun, folks. So if you haven't already, consider doing it. You have until, is it June 30th for the first discount rate? I think it's June 30th. If you register before, I think it's June 30th. You get a pretty hefty discount. Another announcement, ever since the conference, I think you all caught the bug of not COVID, but the bug for awards. And so many of you have asked me about club awards. And I know we didn't really focus on, not, when I say club awards, I mean not district awards that we give to the clubs, but awards that you as clubs can give. And I want you to know that you as presidents of your club, you have the flexibility of coming up with any kind of awards that you want to honor your members, okay? There are a couple that if you want to get the district spin on it, there are a couple of awards. One's called the Spirit of Rotary Award, and the second one is called the Quiet Rotarian Award. And for these awards, we have a district certificate that if you would like to award it to your club members, you are welcome to. You just need to let Mary Ann know to put your member on the list of who you would like to award it to. It does not have to be done by June 30th, but it should be done for a member that's excelled during the Spirit of Rotary Award really recognizes an outstanding member that exemplifies the true spirit of Rotary and has been an active participant, been involved in the community, and has demonstrated leadership and ethics by living the four-way test. And the Quiet Rotarian is kind of like the name expresses. It recognizes a Rotarian who provides exemplary leadership and service without outward fanfare, who was always there, quietly working behind the scenes. And you know that person you can always count on, who will step up to the volunteer plate whenever you need them, but who does so very quietly. So I just want to let you know that if you would like us to help you with that those 2 certificates, you can, but you don't need our permission to come up with any other kind of club awards. And there's a whole bunch of Rotary, let's see, Rotary awards, Rotary International awards that are available as well. There are a lot of service awards. There's a lot of foundation awards, but there's a couple, these are all like foundation awards. There are Avenues of Service Award for individuals who have been exemplary in an avenue of service. Couple of awards I want to point out to you. I sound like a broken record, I know. But one of the most important awards that you can earn for your club is the Rotary Citation for Rotary Clubs. If you already submitted a CEA, a Club Excellence Award, you probably have already earned this. You just have not gone through the steps. All you need to do is go into Rotary Central and put in your goals and the progress of your goals. If you at least make 50% of your goals, you will get a Rotary citation for your club, which is a pretty prestigious citation that you can earn for your club. And folks, it's not that hard. Most of you have all done a Club Excellence Award, and so if you can do that, you can do this as well, and you have till June 30th. And there's also one for Rotaract, Nicole, that you can get a citation for Rotaract clubs. And there's also awards for Interact clubs. The point that I am trying to make with you is that you have until June 30th to actually identify someone or something that you would like to award. So go for it. You don't have to award it by June 30th, but it should be done by it should be work that was done this year. Okay? Do any of you have any announcements? I know a lot of you have got your change of command coming up. Events, like Joanne said, I'm going to go to Maui for the next 2 days to do some club visits there and engage with them. This weekend, I'm going to the Big Island for their Brew Fest. If there's anything else coming up, got 2 weeks here. If I can join you for any other activities, let me know. I know I'll be a part of many of your change of command celebrations here on Oahu, and I'm looking forward to that. Any other announcements anyone would like to make?
Yeah, Gwen has something. Go ahead, Gwen.
Gwen. Yes, Gwen.
I put it in the chat, shameless plug for tomorrow's LG's forum. So I hope, Sandy, you're not going to Maui until after lunch tomorrow,
That's
right?
Okay. That's right.
Join us on Zoom if you're able to. Thanks.
And it's not a shameless plug, folks. This is a big deal for Rotary, and Gwen's done a terrific job making this a multi-club adventure. All of the top 5 candidates for the office of
Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you. Are going to be there. And this is kind of a big deal. So if you can come join us on Zoom, right? But thank you, Gwen, for putting this on and for pulling the clubs together for this.
Team effort.
Yay. Okay, folks, we're coming about down to any final announcement for our last 4 minutes of our meeting together. It has been a wonderful journey with you. I could not have handpicked a finer group of presidents for District 5000 Rotary Clubs. You folks have been amazing. Assistant governors, you've been amazing. Island resource team leaders, you have been amazing. Thank you, all of you, for your support. Even you, Benson, and Mary Ann, as my partners in crime.
Well, Sandy, you have been amazing.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Keep
thank
it up.
you.
Don't stop now. This is just the beginning for you. Okay. Now you've got to reach back and help those who are following in your footsteps. and start moving forward in other positions that you can hold at the club level and even at the district level. Each one of you would have my full support. And I am here to continue to support you, even though my term as district governor will come to an end. My heart, my compassion, my soul will always be with you. And I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to work alongside of you and for making this a year that you have made me just feel so proud to be district governor. It has just been a real pleasure. So without any further ado, I thought we would end this in the same way we started it, with none other than our Maddie Wong. Maddie.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandy. And before we do that, again, I want to say thank you so much to Sandy, to Benson, Marianne, to the team. So can we get a nice big round of applause? I see you guys doing it. You can unmute if you want. Just make some noise. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, Sandy and the team, for, again, just being so inspirational to us this year. And I am, just like you mentioned, just so proud to be a Rotarian. This is only my 3rd year being a Rotarian, and I jumped into being a president not that much long afterwards, but you're absolutely right. I'm absolutely so proud to be a Rotarian, and I've learned so much, and I'm so glad to be part of this Ohana here. So I do want to sing this song dedicated to everybody here. If this is either your first time or your 2nd, 3rd, 4th time being president, whatever it is, you know, I'm just so proud of us. And it's not the end, as Sandy mentioned. This is just the beginning. So, but I guess it is aloha for now, and aloha oi to being presidents, at least for this year for most of us. So this is dedicated to everybody here. One fond embrace, until we meet again. One fond embrace, until we meet, until we meet and we'll meet again soon. It's not like we're not going to be that long. We'll see each other soon. It'll be fast. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Maddie.
Maddie. Aloha oi, everyone. Aloha.
Aloha, young lady.
Aloha.
Randy's got to get a good as band as you've got.
Aloha.
Hi, everyone.